Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee, and today we're gonna play some Satisfactory with Wells Knight, Isuma, and Hypno. But first, they've asked me to do a, little test game and just learn the controls. So let's go. I've never seen anybody play this game. This is a completely blind playthrough. Yay, I love songs.
That is why the world is counting on pioneers like you.
Let's go.
Fix it. Short-term solutions to long-term problems.
That's a great motto. I feel like that's most of my life, actually.
Atmospheric entry in 3, 2.
Oh, I like the way the lanyard is going up. It gives you a sense of gravity.
Arrow assist.
I love assisting arrows.
Drag within acceptable parameters.
Woo! It's getting warm. Woo!
Descent phase begun. Decelerating.
Aw, I was having fun.
Deploying parachute.
Is that gonna jig me up, though?
Deploying backup parachute. Skipping parachute. Landing phase begun. Activating retro propulsion.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like the sense of humor in this game already. I haven't learned the controls yet, but I already can tell I like this. We're gonna have so much fun with the other Hermits, as long as I don't embarrass myself by, not knowing how to walk forward.
Touchdown.
I'm hoping that's what they teach me. Hey!
Complete.
Touchdown. Can we get the extra point?
Integrity nominal. Omni-situational exploration suit nominal. Pioneer. Acceptable.
Woo! I'm acceptable. Accept me in despair. Ooh. It's very grassy outside. And I have a flashlight with brass knuckles on it. Is this for a fighting game?
Congratulations. You are the third in your region to survive planetfall.
Woo!
Welcome to Massage 2, A-B-B, in the binary system of Akicha.
So where's the second sun? Maybe they're really close together.
Loading objective-based introduction. Begin onboarding.
Okay, let's get onboarded. So we need to equip
First
the
contact
Xenozap.
safety tool supplied due to presence of alien megafauna.
Press
Adhere
tab.
to fix-it procedure and equip the
Drag and
fix-it
drop
ink
into a hand
Xenozapper
slot.
before leaving the drop zone.
Okay. Press F to enter dismantle mode.
Next objective. Dismantle the drop pod. Fix-it incorporated as cost-effective and efficient. We do not waste. The drop pod will be recycled to construct the first stage of the habitat and utility base, often referred to as the hub.
Okay. Press V to open the resource scanner. Or 5. It might be Roman 5.
Next objective. Use the resource scanner to find and collect additional iron to be able to build the hub.
Probably over
If you
here.
cannot find
In the
iron,
poison,
be
right?
assured scans of the planet have revealed sufficient iron sources.
Oh, hey, that's cool. You just hold it down. E to start mining the ore. A player's in the way. You bet I am. Is that thing gonna attack me? Okay, let's try and get in. Auto-saving is kicking in. Okay. Did we do it? Do we harvest its scoots now? Okay. Well, I guess we're ready to go see what Wells Knight's up to.
Oh, you're in here.
Yeah.
Oh, it literally spawned you right here. Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to spawn, a little bit further away from here. So, good to know. But yeah, you can change your look there. And then there's a little chest of goodies out here for you.
Oh man, there's a giant head mode?
Yes.
That's pretty funny. I like this.
Oh, I'm still muted. Hey, Joe.
Hey, Hypno, I am just building myself a nice green jumpsuit here.
Oh, nice.
So I
That's
should...
the important things.
Whoa! So when I did the tutorial, I was just in an open field. But this is a very mechanized field. This is a lot different.
It is indeed. This chest right here has some stuff for you in it.
Oh,
It's going to be all the sort of equipment that we've unlocked that you'll want.
Solid biofuel jetpack. Jetpack looks exciting. I'm guessing I should use tab to equip that.
Yep. All that stuff will go into one of the various... I think you can just shift-click all of it.
What do you know? I was able to shift click all of it. Good job.
So you'll have a chainsaw that's used for getting rid of trees and stuff like that. I don't know how far you got.
I literally got the first iron. I had 10 minutes worth of tutorial time. So,
okay, yeah.
Not very
it
far.
takes probably a good hour, maybe 2, to get through like the entire thing.
What could I do to be helpful to you guys right away? What is the thing where you're like, well, I don't really want to go chop down trees, or I don't want to really go do this, but Joe can do it.
Can you set up oil processing for us? Thanks.
Sure.
Yeah,
I just need to find a source of oil, right?
Nuclear power plant would be great too.
Okay.
While
Well,
you're at it.
living in Tennessee, we have a lot of those. I've gone on some tours. I feel like I'm ready. Yeah, just point me in the right direction of your
let me
fissile
give you-
materials.
Why don't I give you a little tour so you kind of know where stuff is?
Sure.
So over here, these are sort of our like super basic resources. There's a bunch of storage containers along here.
Okay, and so do you just press E to access those?
Yep. If there's nothing in the bottom one, check the one above that. And if there's nothing in that one, check the one above that. Because they flow upwards.
Okay, I keep trying to build power lines. So let's see. How do I switch? How do I empty my hands? Is that just H? H, yeah.
You see those poison clouds?
Yeah, they look delicious.
On the other side of the poison clouds, that's where our steel is set up. So if you need steel for anything, you can get it over there.
Oh, cool. I see you got a St. Louis Arch or something over there.
Yeah, those are actually just part of the natural terrain.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's just part of the natural terrain. Also with Satisfactory, the map is always the same. So if you start up a single player world or whatever, play on another server, whatever, the map is always identical. It's not like a seeded thing like Minecraft. Let's see, biofuel. If you need more biofuel for your chainsaw and your jetpack, that
Okay.
is in this container right here that I'm jumping on.
Okay.
This building is known as the hub. The hub is where you can do a few things. There's a crafting bench right here if you want to manually craft anything, but that's for
Okay.
peasants. We don't do that anymore.
Sure.
At least not much. And then over here is the terminal where you can turn in technology upgrades
Okay.
and get things that way.
So,
And then there's a couple little like storage containers and stuff sitting around as well.
so like fluid packaging, it says we need to pay plastics, steel beams, and copper sheets to unlock that milestone. Is that the idea?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So you'd come here, you would turn in the appropriate resources, you ship them off into the sky, and then you unlock whatever fluid packaging in this case is what you would unlock.
So speaking of shipping things into the sky, I see we've got some sort of space elevator here. Is that
Yes.
part of our base too up there, or is that something
Yes,
completely separate?
that is in fact the space elevator.
Oh.
And that is where, so if you pop back over here to the hub, right?
Sure.
So you see how this is broken up into tiers?
Yes.
Right? There's like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, etc. So the way that you unlock new tiers is to complete phases by basically doing the same thing but with the space elevator instead of this terminal. So it will ask for different, usually far more complicated resources. And then once you turn all those in, you'll unlock the next 2 tiers of technology.
Gotcha.
Yep, and there's in the upper right of your screen right now, it should show a little thing that says Objective Complete Phase 3. When we turn those resources into the space elevator, we will unlock tiers 7 and 8 in the hub. Now we get to go on a journey.
Woo! I love journeys.
Yeah, it's an adventure, your favorite thing. So if you hit M, that should open up the map.
Okay. Oh, I can keep moving while the map is covering everything. I just can't see anymore.
You can, yes. And you can keep opening, you can move while your inventory and stuff is open too.
Oh, that's fun.
So,
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Asuma, I'm learning how to look at the map while running into a wall.
Nice.
10 out of 10. So the map, we're currently in kind of the southwest portion of it.
Sure.
We'll uncover more of the map as we explore, obviously. But where'd you go? Oh, I see you.
I've been standing here, yeah.
Oh, good. But if you follow me this way, avoid the thing in the middle for now.
Okay, will that, like, burn me or something?
No, it's a hyper tube. It will poof you all the way over to our coal power plant. But once you enter the hyper tube, there's not a way to get out of it until you reach the other end.
Gotcha. So, yeah.
Unless you want to turn around and you can't exit at any point. You can only exit from each end of the tube.
Gotcha.
And there's some stuff I want to show you before we get over there that's like in between.
Well, I appreciate the tour. This is really helpful.
Yeah, no worries.
How much of the game did you play in single player, Joe?
10 minutes. It was a busy day today.
10 minutes.
Yeah,
So you're basically an expert now.
Wells warned me to set aside 2 hours, and then we had to make an emergency dental visit. So
No, did you just break it?
I didn't break it. What did you do over there?
I didn't do anything. But our fuse we just blew a fuse.
We had 200 megawatts of reserve power when I last touched things.
this is gorgeous, though. I love how the world looks. Sorry about your electrical issues, but like cute waterfall.
We're almost there. As soon as we get the coal going in here, we will be ready.
Okay. It is beautiful. Down here, you know what? For now, I'm just going to disconnect this power line and see if that's enough to get the system going again. Because we're essentially turning off that whole factory down there.
What does that factory down there do?
I will show you momentarily.
Ooh.
Yeah, looks like that'll keep it running, at least for now. Actually, you know what? We'll disconnect it somewhere else instead. But okay. Also, C to crouch. And if you're moving when you crouch, you can slide.
I'm like Mega Man.
Yeah.
Woo! Look out, Dr. Wily.
What factory did you end up turning off, just out of curiosity?
I turned off the reinforced iron plates and modular frames factory.
What?
But then I turned it back on.
Oh, okay.
Whoa, this is really fun. You could make a whole game just out of this sliding mechanic. Do people build roller coaster stuff in this? Whoa.
I don't see why you couldn't. It would be possible, I would think. But yeah, so this is our factory for reinforced iron plates and for modular frames.
Is there a reason it's indoors? Most everything else was outdoors.
Because we put effort into this one.
Oh, nice.
So the way that Satisfactory works when it comes to like building pieces, like walls and stuff like that, right, is you have to unlock them as you go. Mm-hmm. Like you start out with the ability to build pretty much just like basic walls and foundations, and that's it. So where we just were, that was where we started. And as a result, a lot of the stuff we've built over there does not look very pretty. It's just kind of plopped down because we didn't have access to things like windows.
Yeah, I love the windows because the view is gorgeous. Like, for a game that's all about industrialization, they really put it in stark contrast to the beauty of nature that we're destroying.
It is true. It's actually kind of a whole theme of the game is like basically just coding a planet in factories and machinery. So yeah, this is our reinforced iron plates factory. I gotta remember where this outputs to. Oh, over here. So if you need reinforced iron plates, you can get them on top of this thing that I'm jumping on.
Okay.
Another set of storage containers. And then if you go through this door, or this little hallway right over here.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Up this ladder, and all the way in the back are the modular frames. It's not a very convenient location for the storage container to be, but also you don't really use these things very often, so...
Yeah, I was going to say, they're produced in the assembler, but does it tell me... Okay, so it says if I click the codex, is that X to open the codex? No.
Or N, I think, and you can search for it.
You can just... The other way, too, is you can just right-click on the item and then click on Opening Codex.
I'm just going to quick search it, modular frame. Okay, yeah, now it's got, like...
That works, too.
Yeah, used in versatile frameworks, Xenobashers, Blade Runners, and then 4 things that are still locked.
Yep. The Xenobasher and the Blade Runners those you're wearing them right now. They don't have durability. So like once you make them, you have them. You don't need more of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
that's fantastic.
Okay. Also, if you ever die, fall damage being the most common way to do that, although you have a jetpack now, so that should make it easy.
Sure.
If you ever die, all of the stuff on the right side of the screen, all of your equipment and everything that's in your hotbar will stay with you.
Okay.
You just lose whatever's in your inventory, and it will be dropped into a little chest on the ground that you can go pick up.
So try to know where I die.
Yeah, well, there'll be a map marker.
Cool.
It'll say,
Oh yeah, it puts like a
player.
little waypoint where you died, right?
yeah, it'll
Nice.
say like player death inventory or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it says, but it'll give you a map marker. Okay, so that is the reinforced iron plates and modular frames factory.
Woo.
We just made it up onto the sky bridge itself off the
Oh,
ramp.
there you are. I'm passing you right now through the hypertube. Bye.
Oh, I see you.
Oh, bye, Hypno.
There he goes.
So
We're gonna-
at this point, if we touch the hypertube, will it put us in there with him?
No, there's like a special entrance. It looks kind of like this ring right here, but without the little support underneath it.
Ah, gotcha.
And those are the ways that you actually get in. They go at the very end of the end of the tube. The tubes are like essentially one way. You can't have them split off and go in different directions.
Gotcha.
It's like one designated start point, one designated end point.
I am in awe of the scale of this game. This is really an impressive game, and it's really cool that you guys were able to build so much, covering so much ground.
Oh, it's getting there. We have
It
currently
scales up a lot. Like
it does. And
yeah,
I would say we've
the
uncovered.
first few streams, we only had like one small factory, and then you keep scaling and scaling,
Yep.
build bigger and bigger stuff.
And I'd say we've probably uncovered roughly half of the map at this
Oh, wow.
point. And we've only walked through maybe like a quarter of it at most. So this is the coal power plant.
Ooh.
This is pretty much where all of the power we're currently using comes from. All the electricity is from this power plant. Oh, did I
There's
also
Big Head
just
Asuma
crash?
and
Hi.
Hypno.
I
Hi,
also
guys.
just crashed. What the heck?
Maybe there's something in that chunk or something.
It's just sliding. Off he goes. I'm gonna chase after him.
You just
I was gonna hit a wall.
You're just continually sliding. What the
I'm gonna
heck?
remove the wall. And he's gone. He's still
He's
going.
sliding. What the? He's
Oh!
sliding uphill. How does that even work?
What?
That is a little strange.
That is mad.
Let me try rejoining and see what happens.
Did you catch up with him, or has he disappeared?
I lost him.
Well, I'm logging back in right now, so maybe it
Are
was
you
like,
back?
oh,
It looks like he's
wrong
behind
spot.
us now, according to the little directional thing.
Yeah,
That was
I was
hilarious.
on the ramp coming down towards. I just crashed again.
Oh.
What the heck?
This game has been getting progressively buggier the more we play it.
Oh, there you are.
Okay, so yeah, this is the coal power plant. This is where all of our electricity is generated. Down over this way is one of the two deserts. This is the more like beachy desert. This place feels kind of like a tropical beach type
Ooh,
desert.
sounds
thing.
relaxing.
We're not really doing anything down there at the moment, but that's where it is.
So that's the mine there. That's the source
Yeah.
of the coal, or
There's a couple of very minor things built down there, but nothing super relevant. The coal for the power plant is coming from right here.
oh, much closer than that. Okay.
Much closer. Yeah, there are I think 3 coal nodes that are like right here next to where we built up the plant.
Oh, gotcha. Wow.
So, which is why we chose this spot specifically. But if we head back up onto this ramp over here, and now we get to do the hypertube thing.
Ooh, let's go.
So just walk straight into the first ring.
Whoa, too fast, too factory. I just got a achievement for moving faster than 140 kilometers an hour.
Very nice.
Nice, dude.
And this will take you to our current project that we're working on right now. So the thing about the hypertube, yep, you gotta like walk out to the side.
Yeah, I see that.
And then go forward. It can get a little funky otherwise. But yeah, this is another location we're currently under construction working on. This is where we're going to be building motors and stators.
Ooh, I love this conveyor making me run fast.
Yeah.
It's like being at the airport, except I don't have to fly anywhere. It's the best. I'm flying anywhere anyway.
We do need like a proper entrance into this factory, but
okay. So like if I built like a platform here, like a balcony or something with a walk, like an entrance, would that be appropriate as a project for me? Or are you worried I'm going to break something?
Well, you won't break anything. The thing is, at the moment, we're still figuring out where we're trying to like orient all the machines and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So, like, I don't want you to build an entrance and then have to tear it down because we're like, oh, actually, we need to put in a machine literally right in front of this door.
I mean, at the same time, because I've literally done nothing else at this point, this is good practice.
That's true.
So, like, if I dismantle this wall right here. Whoops. Did that not dismantle it? Huh.
F to switch to dismantle mode?
Yeah, I had done that, and... Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's letting you walk straight through.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to have visually removed the wall.
Yeah. So I bet it's just a weird server thing.
Oh, we've had some glitches like that today. It's been annoying.
The server does not seem to like us very much. We've had a lot of little, like, minor server issues like that over the last couple days.
Gotcha. Okay, so if I wanted to build, like, a floor for the balcony, that would be probably a foundation, like, 1 meter. And I'm going to need concrete and iron, I guess, to do that.
Yep, and all those were back at the initial place where we were. Do you remember how to get back to the initial hub?
Yeah, I could get back there from here. But sorry, we started talking about this building. You said you're putting in motors and stators, and then we got distracted by the lack of an entrance.
Yep. Yeah, that's where this is going to be, where we make motors and stators. That was the whole...
I haven't really built this with like footpaths or much in mind yet. We'll get there.
No, that's fair. Well, connecting stuff via footpaths is something basic that I could do in theory. So I just need to follow the conveyors back to the hypertube to get to the hub, to get the concrete, and the other thing I need to make the floor. What was that?
Yeah, I would recommend, you remember where all those storage containers were in a big line? Mm-hmm. I would grab a couple of stacks of each.
Okay.
Because those are like the basic, except for maybe screws. You probably don't need multiple stacks of screws, but all the rest of those are like the basic building materials that you're going to use like constantly. And then go past the poison cloud to where the steel is, and somewhere over there's a storage container that has steel beams in it. Grab a couple of those as well.
Okay. Yeah.
And then that should get you set up to build most things.
Cool. Let me look at where we are on the map right now, just so I'm sure that I've got a good sense of it. Okay, so right now... Can I add little waypoints on the map here? Oh, yeah, new map marker. Cool. Yeah. So, and I could put, like, motor stator.
Yep. I think we already have a map marker for it, although it's in the wrong spot.
Yeah, I think I'll put that there.
I think I put that there when we were choosing where to, like a potential location. It's fine. Let's see.
Oh, wow. This is wild how huge this map is.
Beautiful as well.
Oh, yeah. Thank you guys so much for letting me join you late. This is already just a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Glad to have you with us, man. For me, this game is all about building. Not so much interested in the tech tree. So I don't know what's going to be appealing to you, but I'm kind of worried that like the tech tree stuff might be a bit overwhelming because we're already a ways in, you know?
Well, I mean, I've played other games with tech trees, like Civilization and Minecraft and stuff. You know, so even though it's a different type of tech tree, you know, I can pick it up.
Yeah, this is like a production tech tree. Like every time you unlock something, you have to like build a new factory to piece together the previous materials.
Very cool.
Yeah, so like if you hit O on your keyboard, you'll see a tab for recipes. And you can go to parts. This is how you get to your codex without actually like finding a different item first, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this will, if you go into parts and you click on any part, you know, click on, I don't know, one of the first ones that pops up, reinforced iron plates, for example.
Sure.
It'll show you, okay, to make one of these, you need 6 iron plates and 12 screws in an assembler.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and then you can look at iron plates and go, okay, to make iron plates, I need three iron ingots in a constructor, and so on and so forth. So you can kind of piece it together that way. But basically, the core gameplay loop is how do I automate X thing? It takes this thing and this thing combined in some sort of machine, and now I'm manufacturing it. They all really boil down to that loop. Some of them obviously are a little more complicated. They might have more steps, right? Mm-hmm. Or they might need a more advanced machine, or like maybe they need some sort of liquid, right? Oh, we need water to do this, or like whatever. But at the end of the day, it's really to make this thing, I need these components and a machine to do it. That's how everything ultimately works.
Yeah, I've been interested in trying one of these factory games for a long time because it seems like it would appeal to me. I like SimCity city builders. I like logic. I've done, you know, I was a computer programmer for years. Mm-hmm. I like the Civilization tech tree where, yeah, you get one thing to build something else. Obviously, this is a different type of application of that, but yeah, this just, it's a bunch of things that I already like and you guys in one place. So I'm sure I'll have fun with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've picked up 3 stacks of concrete, a couple stacks of iron plates, a couple stacks of iron rods, 1 stack of screws, 2 stacks of wire, 3 stacks of cable. So far.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yep. And then, yeah.
You said you disconnected the machine frame thing. Like where
I
did you disconnect? Oh,
I reconnected it.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Before you head back here, Joe, also swing over past the little poison clouds and pick up a couple stacks of steel beams.
Sure.
They're in one of the storage containers. You can just follow. You could just kind of follow the conveyor belts and see where they end up.
Yeah.
And they'll end up in a steel beams container at some point.
Can I breathe the poison clouds because I'm in a spacesuit? No. Okay, don't go through the base. Don't go through
you
the
need
poison cloud.
You need a gas mask and gas filters for that, which we do have access to, but I didn't have the necessary resources to craft it.
That's
sitting
fair.
around, and I was lazy. So we'll get you that at some point.
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
Yeah.
So I noticed that the ore rolling into the steel plant isn't actually rolling in on all 3 lines. One of the lines is not moving.
I brought a coal line over there that just never got used. That's for when we're expanding.
Oh, this
Zuma
has...
set up the whole steel situation, and I haven't touched it. I don't think Wells has either. So
Gotcha.
No, I haven't.
This is an iron ore line that's not moving, but I don't know.
maybe that was for future expansion as well.
Okay.
Yeah, it's possible. No, the only thing I did with the coal plant was or with the steel was actually turn it into beams and pipes, because he was just making steel ingots. So all I did was basically put them into the proper machine to turn them into things. But everything else was Exuma. Okay. Back to this.
You know what I bet it is? I think these containers might be full. Yeah, okay, so if I build a new storage container on top of these, this will start up again, I guess. So let me try doing that. Is that a terrible idea?
You can, sure.
So it's an industrial... is it storage container or industrial storage?
Storage containers are the smaller ones. Industrial storage containers are effectively double chests from Minecraft.
So
the same thing, just bigger.
Cool. And then how do I build the connector that goes up to add the verticality?
You go in your build menu, go to logistics, and it's the conveyor lifts.
Conveyor lift. Ooh, there's 4 marks. Does it matter which one?
Yeah, so the marks basically are just how many of a resource they can transport per minute. A Mark 1 is 60, a Mark 2 is 120, etc., etc. I don't know off the top of my head what the output of those of that little setup is, so I don't know how big of a belt you need.
Gotcha.
But I'm guessing a Mark 1 belt would probably be fine.
All right, well, I'm going to dip out of here, and I'll see you guys tomorrow then.
All right.
Sounds good. See you, Hypno.
Bye-bye.
Yep. So I added some additional storage containers here at the steel producing factory, and got the pipe production running again. I think the pipe production had backed up, like there was too many pipes in the box.
Yep, that's possible. What'll happen basically if it goes into like if it doesn't have anywhere to put the items, it will stop producing them. So what you can do is you can say like, okay, I want to make sure I always have 2 storage containers of X thing, and then once those 2 storage containers fills up, it'll stop making them. So it works out. But yeah, we can always use more pipes. Like we're getting to a point in the game now where they're actually going to be really useful, and we're going to need a lot of them. So it's all good.
Can I rotate a placed container to change the outputs into inputs or vice versa or whatever?
Yeah, it's mouse wheel.
Okay.
You can't. I don't think you could do it to one that's already placed, but you can
Okay.
do it like as you're placing it.
Gotcha. So I might need to like empty this container, the new one I build, and then remove it and then rebuild it.
Yep.
How bad is the cost on breaking something down and rebuilding it? Is it?
You get 100% of your resources back.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So don't ever be afraid to like tear something down. You get it all back. Or don't be afraid to build like temporary things too, where you're like, oh, it would be really nice not to have to manually craft 100 cables. I'll just throw it on a constructor real quick, let him craft, and then tear it down when I'm done, you know?
Okay, so orange is the input on the container and green is
Yep.
the output. Got it.
Correct. Yep.
Okay, so in theory, if I did this right, that should feed out from there and into there once it fills up. To open this, conveyor lift. We click once, and then it does that, and then we click again. Yeah, now it's actually locking on. Oh, and stuff is going up there. And then that'll keep that line running. Okay, I'm feeling really good about this. I actually took a line that was stopped and got it running again. That feels like something.
Good.
So, yeah, we got plenty of pipes. We got plenty of steel I-beams now.
Good.
What is this thing over here? We've got bools of wire running into a giant machine.
Yes. That is the awesome sink.
Ooh, what does that do?
So what it does, remember earlier when I said in order to get access to like walls and windows and like all that kind of stuff, you need to unlock them?
Mm-hmm.
So the way that is done is through a thing called the Awesome Shop. It's essentially like microtransactions, except it's all in-game and you can't actually buy like with real money.
Mm-hmm.
It's like in-universe microtransactions, kind of. Essentially what happens is you get points, and the way that you get points is by sending resources into a sink, the awesome sink, where they are then consumed and converted into points. And then you can use those points to buy tickets, which you then use to buy walls, foundations, new paint colors, all sorts of stuff like that.
Ooh, fun.
So usually what we'll do is when we set up a factory, we will output it to a storage container, right? And then we will set it up where any extra stuff, once the storage container is full, just gets sent into an awesome sink to be turned into points.
Okay.
You won't see a lot of that right now over in the sort of initial starting area because, again, a lot of those factories were done, using only early game tech, and we haven't gone back to like revitalize them. But like future factories will have essentially overflow protection, where the overflow is being sent into an awesome sink to be converted into tickets.
Gotcha. Oh man, so there's a fancy road here
Mm-hmm.
with lights and stuff. Are there vehicles?
There are.
That's cool. Are those the things we unlock later?
We have a couple of them unlocked. I don't know if we actually have the necessary parts to make them right now unlocked, though. That's one of the reasons we're building motors.
Oh,
So we
gotcha.
can actually, I think we might have a grand total of like 4 motors right now total. But yeah, we will be able to use that. Also, the road itself is under construction too. I think at the moment it doesn't really go anywhere.
Okay, I'm gonna take the Hyperloop. Woo!
There you go.
Loving this.
I think I am going to log off.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I'm gonna stick around long enough to just build that balcony, and then I'm gonna wrap up too.
Yeah.
So,
Sounds good.
yeah, I don't want to risk messing with anything while you guys aren't here. But since you already showed me where we could put that entrance, I'm gonna
Yeah, no worries.
put it in.
And we can always rework it too later if we need to. So don't worry about it.
Awesome.
If it's, don't get too worked up about making it, super perfect or whatever.
No, I just want to have like a hole in the wall that you can actually have a thing you land on with your jetpack. That's my goal, is a jetpack landing platform. I feel like I could do that and
I am all about functionality over form. So, whatever works.
alrighty. Well, thanks for teaching me everything, Wells. This was a lot of fun.
Yep. No worries. If you have any questions or stuff you run into, feel free to shoot me a message on Discord.
Will do. So let's try putting this 1 meter inverted ramp right here. We're gonna try to get that sticking out in such a way. There we go. So now you can run along there and then just jump up there and then glitch through this wall. Always open mode? This might not be a very good door wall. I think I might have built it too low. Walls. Side door wall. That looks right. And now, hey, it's at the right height. Perfect. We did it. Well, this has been a lot of fun. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. This is my first foray into Satisfactory, but I enjoyed my little tour from Wells, and this, look at this. This is how we do it. You know what I should do is I should put this on the map here real quick. Where am I? Motor Stator Factory. Motor Stator Conveyor Access. Conveyor Input. And can we change the icon on that? Okay, so we have Motor Stator Conveyor Input, the Motor Stator Factory, and the Motor Stator Hyperloop Access, which we should probably capitalize. Woo! Well, it looks like I don't know where the sky is. Oh, well, there it is. I don't know where the suns are, but it feels like sun setting on the server, or the suns are setting on the server, with Hypno Wells and Asuma all logged off. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I'm going to wrap up this episode here. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.